The Summer of Love in 1967 was a truly transformative moment in American countercultural history. It symbolized the peak of the hippie movement, which saw a powerful wave of social and cultural activity taking place in San Francisco's vibrant Haight-Ashbury district. The Summer of Love served as a gathering point for countless young individuals who yearned to break free from societal norms and embrace a utopian vision of peace, love, and harmony. This romantic summer brought together music, art, alternative lifestyles, and political activism, leaving an everlasting impact on popular culture that continues to resonate today. It sparked a heightened awareness of social issues, encouraged self-expression, and fueled an exploration of unconventional ideas. Now let's take a look at those who populated this historic moment. The Flower Children, more commonly known as hippies, emerged in the 1960s as a response to the social and political climate of the time. Emerging from the socially oppressive times of the post-war, they rejected the established norms and values of mainstream society, rejecting materialism and consumerism, instead focusing on communal living, self-expression, and spiritual enlightenment. It would be impossible to discuss the Summer of Love without looking at the musicians that soundtracked the movement. Music served as a key element in the Summer of Love. The themes, sounds, and fashions of the groups and individuals acted as a beacon for thousands of disenfranchised youths across America. Moreover, the major events of the summer were its music festivals. Arguably the biggest musical moment was the Monterey Pop Festival. The festival is often seen as a significant event in the history of music and as somewhat of a prototype for Woodstock. It featured performances from renowned artists including The Who, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, and many others. The festival drew a crowd of around 50,000 and introduced several acts to a wider audience, launching them into stardom. This was followed by the Fantasy Fair Festival. It was a 2-day music and arts festival with a focus on psychedelic and countercultural elements. The event featured performances by Jefferson Airplane, Canned Heat, and the Grateful Dead, amongst others. Both of these festivals served as platforms for showcasing emerging talents and genres, capturing the spirit of the 1960s countercultural movement and shaping the future of music. Not only that, but they were organic events organised within the movement itself, not as some corporate pastiche that you may find today. Some conservatives embraced the countercultural movement and the ideals it represented, such as personal freedom, peace, and love. They saw it as a challenge to the status quo and appreciated the rejection of materialism. However, many conservatives disapproved of the Summer of Love and viewed it as a threat to traditional social and moral values. They saw the hippie movement as promoting drug use, promiscuity, and the rejection of authority. They believed the movement was undermining social stability and the established order. Conservatives argued that the emphasis of free love and the rejection of traditional family structures would lead to the breakdown of society and moral decay. They expressed concerns about the long-term consequences, especially in terms of the impact on future generations. Overall, the conservative reaction to the Summer of Love in the Anglosphere was mixed, with some embracing the movement and others strongly opposing it. What was the Summer of Love all about, though? Was it an attempt to revolutionize society, to upheave the established orders of the old world, or was it nothing more than a group of young people enjoying the moment? This is an important question. The movement is often characterized as revolutionary in a socio-political sense, and although there were certainly political elements to it, for many who were there, it was was simply about presenting an alternative way of living. Country Joe McDonald, leader of the rock band Country Joe and the Fish, remembered, "We did it for fun. The 50s wasn't fun. It was very oppressive, whereas the 60s was like a big party or picnic," adding, "It was a fanciful bubble, a wonderful time, a creative time." The Summer of Love became a watershed event in the development of a worldwide 1960s counterculture, when newly recruited flower children returned home at the end of the summer, taking with them new styles, ideas, and behaviours, and introducing them in all major cities of the US and Western Europe. So although it was no longer concentrated to California, it had now spread across the world. While the movement itself began to fade away by the early 1970s, its impact can still be seen in various aspects of contemporary culture. The flower children's rejection of the status quo opened doors for social change and advancements in civil rights, environmentalism, and women's rights. Their emphasis on individual freedom and expression continues to influence art, fashion, and music to this day. Welcome to Canned History ASMR. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more like it, then like and subscribe.